Hi there, you may be contemplating starting to play the English concertina. One of the commonest ways of getting into this is via one of these, which is a Jackie treble English concertina made in America but available here in the UK quite readily, and compared to the price of a vintage instrument, these are pretty good. I think currently they're about £300 brand new, and you can get them second hand for about 200. That's at the time of doing this video, of course. So you may be wondering, what's the difference between one of these, which has 30 buttons, and a standard 48 or 56 treble concertina, maybe one of the Wheatstone vintage models, which obviously cost an awful lot more. Having said that, there are other models available that have all those buttons, which aren't as expensive. But anyway, hopefully in this video I'm going to clear up for you what the differences are, and so you can make a more informed decision when you buy your first concertina. I've had this for about 3 years. So far it's given me everything I've wanted from the instrument, and so far I've been very, very happy with it. So anyway, what does a 48 button treble concertina have that this one doesn't? Obviously more buttons. It's got 18 more buttons. So for a start, on this instrument the highest note is this C here, which is 2 octaves above this C here. So on the left hand side here, you see there's a C there, and that button there is the highest note on the instrument, which for me is plenty high enough. I haven't found any tunes that I wanted to play that are higher than that. So the 48 button model has got these extra notes on top of this C. It goes up C sharp, D, D sharp, and an E flat, which is the same note as the D sharp. That's what we call enharmonic. They're on different sides of the concertina. An E, an F, F sharp, G, G sharp A, B flat B, and a C. So all those notes, there's a full chromatic octave above the top note on this instrument. As I say, so far I haven't wanted any of those really high notes, but that's what you get if you have a 48. So what does a 56 give you that a 48 doesn't? Well, a 56 button concertina gives you all the same as the 48, but it also goes up higher still, up to a G, gives you another enharmonic note on that previous octave, gives you an A flat, which I don't think you have on the 48, takes you up to the G, even higher still. So for me, as yet, not necessary. Perfectly happy with what this does. So that takes care of 13 out of our 18 extra notes. So where are the extra 5 coming from? Well, on the left side of the Jackie, there are some missing enharmonic notes that are found on the standard 48. So for a start, on the left side of the Jackie, we've got this note here, which is a D. If you look to the right of it here, or onto the next row, there's a bald spot in this row of accidentals. So therefore there is no D sharp, there's no note semitone higher. Okay, but if we go over to the right side, we've got an E, and we've got an E flat here. So E flat is enharmonic, or the same as, if you like, D sharp. So you have got the note, but it's just an E flat, but it's the same note. Enharmonic means the same pitch, but just with a different spelling. So you have got the note you need, but you don't have the equivalent enharmonic note, the E flat as it's called, on this side, as you would have on a 48. Similarly, down here there's an A. Let's find the A. Now on a 48, you'd have a note here, which is A flat. You can see, I don't know if you can see that, there's the A, and next to it there is a bald spot, so there's no A flat. But come over here, this is a G. I'm just going to play with the wrong finger. There's a G, and here there's a G sharp. So the G sharp enharmonic to A flat. So I'll play the A over here, And if you want an A flat, well, it's over here, called G sharp, but it's the same thing. So that's a couple more notes that you have on the 48, but not on this 30 button Jackie. On the right hand side of the Jackie, there's some other missing notes. So if you look over here on the right hand side, there's this note G, but next to it is a bald spot, as I call it. There's no G sharp. But over here on the left side, you have got the note A flat below the A here. So A flat is the same as G sharp. So if you wanted a G sharp, well, you play this note, which is A flat, which is the same thing. So if you wanted to go from G to G sharp, to a G on the right hand side and an A flat, or call it a G sharp if you like, on the left hand side, semitone apart. So over here, similarly, there is an A here, but next to it, guess what? And there's a bald spot. There's no A flat, but you have got over here a G sharp on the left. So G sharp's the same as A flat. So if you wanted an A flat, play the G sharp on the left hand side, and you'll be able to go from A to A flat, albeit swapping sides. On the 48 button instrument here, there will be an A flat. And finally, there is no D sharp on this side. So if we find the note D, which is here, and again here, there's the D, there's the bald spot, there's no D sharp, but over here you've got an E flat, which will give you the note you want if you want to call it D sharp. So in other words, on this instrument there are 5 missing enharmonic notes, which you find on a 48 or a 56 button instrument. And so if you add that lot up, you've got the 13 missing off the top and the 5 enharmonic notes, takes your total to 18. Subtract 18 from 48 gives you 30. And so you've got your 30 buttons on the Jackie, 31 with the air button, which obviously doesn't count. And that is the difference. It's also worth noting that on all 3 instruments, a Jackie 30 button, a 48 or a 56 treble, there are no notes called A sharp, only the enharmonic equivalent, which is B flat. Similarly, no D flats, only C sharps, no G flats, only F sharps. So the trade-off with this instrument is there is no top octave. Again, I'll say it again, no problem so far. There are 5 missing enharmonic notes. Again, I haven't found that to be a problem at all as yet, because the instrument is still completely chromatic. The range, of course, is from the G to the C. The G here is just below middle C, and this C here on the left hand side is 2 octaves above middle C. So it's sort of 2.5 octaves. So like I say, if you're contemplating getting into concertina and you don't want to spend £1,000 to maybe £3,000, but maybe just a couple of £100, this Jackie English treble makes a really good starting point. Anyway, hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you in the next video.